as every lane just looking pretty sharp here for the side of the American Goons, outside of maybe mid. But you've got control everywhere else. Little Nick has a good ramp up, already on the Vanguard. Boris, I mean, he's getting harassed here and there, but he might find a kill.
Yeah, Flea kind of just jumped right into the T1 tower, and Boris will clean him up. Boris, a very, very quick reaction on the strength morph, as he was...
Then kick you out? What's he gonna do? Survive on a Div 2 salary? Ha! Let him live with his parents. Salary, you're right. What did I just say? What is that word?
Who said anything about a salary, John? Bottom, Flea actually ends up getting out of there. Babinich again with a Dream Coil will lock them down. Luanic forced to respond, but he just leaves. But Flea surely still goes down.
Whoa.
The onslaught doesn't land.
Huh? What?
Wait, did he? It's just not enough range? Is that what it was? His Sunlight top lane now goes down. Monster forced to BKB TP out. We'll be okay. I could have sworn the onslaught was happening. Roshan's getting very low now. They do smoke up, but they've got to hurry up. Oh, they've got to get in there now. No, they're running the wrong way. They aren't fully aware. And now it's too late, but they're going to go for the fight anyway. Onto the Ench immediately. There's your Doom out again onto Lil Nick. Poor old Lil Nick just cannot catch a break on the Underlord as they even pop the Static Storm. Like, it's not enough that he's muted. He needs to be silenced. He needs to be killed. No Lil Nick in this game. Game number 1.
Truly connects with your Primal Beast. Like, maybe the Morphling can once he's more confident. The BKB is probably the time when Boris is waiting for, but right now you charge in as Primal Beast. Nothing there to help. Oh, Boris.
We jump in. Monster. Force the BKB. There's your jump in from Esk as well, but a nice Static Storm. Sunlight. Oh, he caught out 2 initially. The kinetic field was not there to hold him in, sadly, but in goes Sammy. He'll just do the old-fashioned way against Esk. There's no way out for him anyway. Sammy gonna go for a little bit more now. We'll find Lil Nick. Gets the bash immediately. Cancels the TP of the Underlord. Lil Nick is down. So is Jabay. In fact, the only survivor is Boris. But my oh my, this Lycan is hitting hard.
Or Gordon.
Imagine he was. Yeah, it'd be disgusting.
It would be. No, but imagine if Morphling was Universal type and morphed into Universal type. So all the stats mean you get... Oh, God.
Here we go. Smoke on smoke. Oh, what have they found? It's going to be Jabay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he got 2 hit there by Sammy. Esk going to be scouted out. Jabay's going to buy back immediately. He needs to get back into this team fight. They'll have the Fiends get there to bring him back in, but a big blast off.
Oh, God.
Flees it again. A 2-man stun, and they are just melting with the Static Storm on top. Boris, I don't think you can fight, Boris. Run. There's a scary wolf coming in, Boris. He'll try. Oh, in fact, he's doing a lot of damage. Sammy needs to run out of there. The big bad wolf is not looking so bad right now. Sunlight, in the meantime, is going to be able to escape with the kinetic field. It still looks like a great team fight for Wildcard, that they are having troubles dealing with Jabay and the Morph. But there goes Jabay. It's now the Morphling versus the world. And sadly for Boris, it is looking like it's a bit of a drought here in the top side of the map. As he is just getting perma-bashed up and he's down. And Roshan spawns just as he dies. Perfect timing.
They can just go for a nice, easy... They're going to fight over this ward? No. They might still. Monster has the Ags, wants to reveal it.
You know why, John? Like, you get new heroes like Muerta, for example. In fact, now they're going to go in. Giant's getting caught out. So Giant is going to die here. Eventually. Very, very slowly. There we go. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you get a new hero like Muerta. She just never takes off. Wouldn't you have rather she just been absolutely broken? In fact, hold that thought, because now Lil Nick's caught out. And he's about to be absolutely broken here, John. He's down. Like, all I'm saying is, I would rather a broken bunch of new heroes. And every time I say this, they just jump in again. Jabay's now down. Feels like I'm trying to make a point to my wife here, John. I just can't keep getting interrupted.
No one wants to hear it, Mike.
I was like, what the hell are you talking about? It's complete. Like, I know it's you, and you like all the stupid eggs and egg shards, but this one's beyond belief at how bad it is.
No! When it was new, we were theorizing it could be good against the creep armies, and it just never is. It's so bad.
It just isn't. Here we go. Onto the Primal Beast they go. Monster just making sure everyone remains doomed up. Dream Coil's there onto Lil Nick once again. They'll just drag him back with the harpoon, and Lil Nick is not looking very tanky as now the Static Storm, the blast off, everything being thrown. GG is the call. Lil Nick has had enough. I can't quite blame him. Wildcard just completely destroying them here in game 1, 41 and a half minutes in. And I give him props. I mean, Wildcard, they come in with a great draft. Something different for us here.
And Timbersauce pretty free to farm here as well. Or rather, even farming land.
So far, pretty even laning stage here between these two teams. Mid lane, bit of a jump in here from Babadich, getting very aggressive. Firefly, oh, it's going to be enough. Here we go again. Babadich just out to prove something here today. Finding first blood on the Ember, and he does it the old school way. He actually can't kill you. Very, very demoralizing stuff here for Wildcard down in this bottom lane, but at least Sammy is finding quite a bit of farm on the Void. Not really struggling whatsoever.
Yeah. So imagine to get that build up, although lasso.
Yeah, mid lane, Esk is gone again. Giant has shown up, but Giant is gonna die, and Babadich will hand over the tip. Thank you very much for the extra kill, he says. And mid tier 1 tower gonna be under siege.
And you're kind of catching up nicely here on the side of goons, getting a lot of room to farm up on all your cores. Only Esk still kind of hurting on the Ember. But fortunately, the Ember doesn't require too much here. Sammy being targeted with his Moonlight.
It's a big kill. There's your Earth Spike out. Sammy melting very, very quickly, and he is just dead. Great pick up here from American Goons. You kind of question whether Sammy should even be around this area, to be perfectly frank with you at this stage. Mid lane. No, Nick now going to move in. Sunlight is going to go down as well. Flea's jumped in for a blast off, but that's not going to work out in his favor, as they'll even find a third pickup. Just one by one Wildcard are falling. American Goons. Big kills coming out here in the middle of a team fight, just providing all these bonuses to his team. But he's nowhere near that stage yet where you can really say he's a real menace. Now the smoke's going to be kind of given away thanks to the mines of Flea. He may get caught for this, but at the very least, the rest of his team does get away from this top side of the map. So they'll take the Techie's kill. Monster will go towards the east, though Sunlight is kind of revealing himself by decaying the creep wave. So he'll need to TP out ASAP if he doesn't want to get caught here, but it seems like he has prioritized just creep skipping over his life. And eventually, TP play is there, but the chains are going to be out. They even hex him up just in case. So Sunlight, again, seemingly just wanting the creep wave pushed out, does kind of accept the fact that he's going to die for that. Mate here for Wildcard. They'll go for the lasso on the Timber. Lil Nick still going to be able to chain away though. No stun coming out. Sammy looking for a chrono opportunity, does find one. It's on 2 targets, but do they have the damage to follow up through the chrono? It doesn't seem like it. They will get away for now. Wildcard is still chasing for more, but Sammy's been caught. Sammy's been bursted down. A very desperate fight from Wildcard has not paid off so far. It's Boris and Lil Nick will just keep moving forward. Sunlight still fighting, and in goes the Batrider once again. Babbitt is trying to find an opening. Jabay does go down. Maybe they can make this fight work. Esk is dropping too low. Boris has lost his Aegis to boot. They have been kited too far. It's only Boris and Lil Nick left, and more TPs incoming. Arrow's going to land onto the techies, but in comes Sammy with the time dilation. He'll move in onto Esk, who does force to be BKB'd up. Sammy, he'll get forced after the high ground, but Boris is on the chase. The Void barely escaping. The finger not quick enough. Sammy's still being bashed. Here is going to go down. Boris just not letting him go. It's Wildcard in a similar position. Boris going for even more now. Giant, he will land the stun onto Flea, meaning the techies is gone. And Lil Nick, he will clean up. Sunlight on the Undying. So this time, they will get 3 for nothing. The way of They do. It's just no damage is happening in these chronos at all. Not into the cores anyway. Sammy, bottom lane, top lane rather, he could be in trouble again. Giant, he's in with the Hex. Monster trying to help out, but Sammy just gets completely destroyed. He so desperately needs the BKB. But these Hex initiations from Giant have been fantastic. I don't think he would even have a chance for a BKB with the way he's been initiating. His Monster will also go down. American Goons well and truly control this game number 2 now. Initiate onto the American Goons. Sammy's not even there at the moment. He's finally TPing back. Oh. Jump is there. Lasso has been at least caught out Lil Nick, but they drag him out of the chrono. Oh no. And now Boris just gonna jump in to clean up. Oh, that's rough. Hey, he got 2 of his teammates stuck in the chrono and they dragged the one guy they wanted to kill out of it. And of all people, like, you probably shouldn't be aiming Lil Nick. If you're gonna aim anyone down, it's Boris. He's just happily jumping in. Sunlight is down. Babbage is trying to creep skip, I believe, on the Bat Rider. The top racks is already gone, to be absolutely fair. And Sammy is still trying to go against Boris, but Boris is just going for the man fight with no care in the world.
All right.
Finds the Faceless Void. And I believe we are going to a game 3. It's American Goons are looking to put an end on this game. Jump in. Lasso is out. They've caught at least the Ember, so Esk has given his life away. Maybe American Goons are about to show us a bit of a throw here. But no, Sammy dropping too low again. The Glimmer Cape going to save for now, but not for long. That's a dieback immediately out into the Void. They're still trying to deal with Boris, but he still has a secondary life once again. It seems like Wildcard are out of options. They will still try, but I don't see how you do it without the lassos or the chronos. By the way, the lasso was cancelled because he ended up lassoing the Lion, who had an Aeon disc. So it ended up cancelling both the lasso targets. GG. Yep. Game 3 on its way.
Fair. It's a little bit sad. I mean, Sammy, you see the effect of Morphling Ags again. 70 attack speed loss on a Void, faces Void, minus all the agi. The guy just doesn't do anything. That Mars from farming here, though.
They are. Lil Nick's finding absolutely nothing at the moment. Giant, dropping very, very low. Going to go for a disruption. Just walk away from Sunlight. Lil Nick, he could have tried for the spear setup, but there would have just been no point. As now Giant... Oh, they try to save him. Lil Nick unable to time the spear perfectly to cancel the blast off. Sunlight doing a fantastic job here at the bot lane. And meanwhile, mid lane, Babbage going to find a solo pick off onto Esk. A much bigger deal here in the mid lane. It's Babbage now. She's pretty easy to deal with. It's bottom lane, Lil Nick. She's dropping quite low. Oh, Sticky Bomb's going to land. He's going to make it. But it does get quite close. Sammy is rushing for a Wisdom Rune, realizing he might just die to it though. The Shadow Poison damage, and now the spear landing. Oh, Sammy.
It's good to be this good.
Oh boy. And now Sunlight's gonna die to boot. I mean, I get how important Wisdom Runes are, but you know, come on now.
Yeah. It has a Centaur Conqueror to help push out and help threaten. Pinks are coming out onto mid. Wildcard could just get a swing around, get damage off. Lena can still push pretty fast. She can still machine gun down. They deny off top, but...
Charge gonna land here on the Deucer. They've got plenty of damage here from Monster. And yeah, his mana pool is literally just disappearing. It is way too quick, as now Sunlight's found Giant. That's gonna be a dead Techies right there. Excuse me, rather a dead Shadow Demon, the Techies to initiate. It is going to be a dead Techies anyway, though, because Sunlight is down. And now Lil Nick's going to find himself in danger. The Mars is gone. Esk is trying to do something here. Nothing's really working out. Jabay forced to drop the Tombstone to try and although, you know, Sammy did die that one time in a Bit of an embarrassing way. He's still farming very, very well. Now as Jubei is going to get pushed back by a Hurricane, but they missed the line strike array. Not that it's going to matter. Jubei gets disrupted up here by Giant to try and protect, but they are still chasing him down. Meanwhile, Babbage, though, is dropping rather low himself, and he will go on the Lena. So the Lena's down for 2 supports so far. As more heroes will rotate to ensure Monster cannot just keep casually diving. But he's still thinking about going. But now they find Flea. No charge available on Flea. He's not going to be able to get away from this. It's a pretty damn good set of trades coming out for American Goons.
Yeah, you're suppressing
Towards the ancient camp. And instead, a wild card, they might just try to settle for this bottom tier 1 tower. Flea looking for some vision for the Nether Strike is going to get it. Nice setup. Trying to blow up the Shadow Demon immediately, though Giant is going to survive for now. Lil Nick even using the arena to protect, but it's not going to be enough. He is down. This monster will take him, and now Lil Nick getting caught out as well. In trouble. He is gone. It's just so hard. It really is so challenging against this draft.
One was Tombstone mid.
Roshan is going through the twin gates. Bottom lane, however, they're just TPing in. They want to fight. Lil Nick has been charged up here by Flea. Light Strike Ray going to hold him in. Disruption will only do a little bit to save, I think, here as Lil Nick just has no chance to get out. Couldn't even take Sunlight with him, sadly. So another 2 going down. Esk still around in the bottom lane now, going to reveal himself, though, is just down. I don't think you really want to fight anymore if you're American Goons. You certainly don't have the kind of team that can deal with them at the moment with an Aegis on top. Though they do find Babbage. Alright, Wildcard, they've split up. They're TPing back toward the top lane now because they realize the fight's broken out. Jubei about to fall. Instead, they're going on to Boris. Boris gets the Stone Gaze off in time, however, and they've lost the Lena. That's a great kickoff here for American Goons. So I'm so shocked Wildcard just split up. They might still find Esk, but no, he just remnants away. Monster is there, though, waiting. So they will at least trade the mid laners, plus the support being taken out. So it's still not a bad fight for Wildcard, but had they just wasn't even sure that he was actually there. Now a counter smoke out for 2. Boris, gonna be scouted. Blastoff will lock him down. He did get the Stone Gaze in time. Meanwhile, Lil Nick, Arena being committed, though he is just getting destroyed. And in the meantime, Giant gets picked off just by the creeps of the Lycan. Monster was still stuck by the walls of the arena. And don't forget either, like, you lost the Aegis earlier on Babbage. So they might be forced to just play it safe and wait for the next Roshan. Even if they are 20k net worth ahead. In fact, I say that. Nether Strike, Flea looking for one. Spear is going to land, but he had the bulldoze going, still he will drop. Nice pick off onto Flea here from the American Goons. Backside, they have lost Giant, however. As Babbage just takes him out by himself. Problem is now Babbage is in trouble, though he is on the high ground at the least, but they do knock him down with the spear, and this Lena should be as good as dead, but she is still fighting back. Finally going down, but Sammy's here now. He's already committed the Omni. But Boris has been left alone. Can they stun him up? Do they?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Blastoff is there. Or rather, Swift Slash committed by Sammy. Monster did pop the wolf form. Now into the wolf fight for Sammy boy. Oh, here we go. He's looking for the Omni. He's got to find himself a target for this. They have found Lil Nick immediately in the tree line. So there goes your offlane Mars down for 50 seconds as Babbage hands over the tip again. Something's going on there between him and Lil Nick because Babbage has continued to tip this Mars. Oh, Flea. Going to be able to actually walk away from the Stone Gaze. Sammy just casually waiting in the wolf bite now. Going to go for another Swift Slash into the Omni. It's a fair bit of damage, but a lot of hits were evaded. Boris is fine. And
There's never a
it
lack
all
of
leads
beef,
to the
Mike.
same person. It always leads to the same destination, doesn't it?
All chat leads to Sammy boy, Mike.
It really does. Smoke on smoke. Top lane. Jubei will break the smoke of Monster. Sticky Bomb not going to land, but the Swift Slash literally just deleting him. Lil Nick has jumped in completely on his own, trying to go after Monster. Monster, but he needs to land a spear. Can't find an angle yet, so Monster's going to be just fine. Babbage in the meantime, though, dropping low, but will eat the cheese on the leaner. Looks to take down at least Giant before he dies, but no, Giant's going to be fine. Babbage the one to go down. Boris in the meantime pops the Stone Gaze, kills off Sunlight. Sammy running in circles, trying to find a target for himself. Will go after Esk with the Swift Slash, but the creep wave was there. So not really much damage being dealt. Instead, he'll go after Jabay with the Omni Slash just before the Aegis does expire. So now Lil Nick going to be targeted. They just can't say no to going after him, apparently. The Mars about to fall, barely okay, but no, Sammy's got him. Swift Slash again onto Giant, taking down the Shadow Demon, but he's going to buy back. The tier 3 top tower is now gone, but
Coming out in Sammy right now. MKB up on Boris though, so the Deucer can do something, but
Lil Nick's still fine. Blastoff is there, finding 2 targets here with Sunlight to set up. Lee was there to follow up. Boris still alive. Sunlight, oh, he doesn't get the force after the low ground. So he's going to drop. Flea will follow, but now the Mega Creeps are incoming. They've secured the racks that they wanted. Sammy, he's not done yet either. Giant, though, he's going to be protected by the Ghost Scepter, but Sammy is now a wolf, so the damage output, it does get pretty damn ridiculous. As Jabay able to back, spear back onto Babbage now. Melina copping a fair bit of damage here from Boris, still just trying to outrun them, but the zombies are chasing them down, and Giant does get the kill. Now Sammy being stunned up here with the Stone Gaze, but we'll just go into the spin once again, completely healing up. He'll find at least one in the form of Jabay. Going after Boris now. Sammy is just not giving up here. Sammy dropping low though, should finally go down and will. Just trying to do it all by himself, but can't quite.
God.
There's only 1 shard on the dire end of things, so they could have used that. Here we go. Sammy's got a double damage now. Wolf form plus double damage. They have found the Deucer. Dust was there on Boris. Boris going to get to work here trying to take down Flea. Meanwhile, Lil Nick is just getting annihilated by Sammy. And there goes Giant as well. Sammy's diving fountain. That'll be a triple for the Jug. Looking for an Ultra. Esk, don't run that way, sir. There's an Ultra kill. Looking for the Rampage, but he won't get it. Monster takes it away. Time to dive fountain, Sammy. It's the only way to do it, brother. Here we go. They're onto Boris again. Nullifier out, Swift Slash through, still will not get it. Sunlight picks that one up. Sammy being denied everything, going for the last one, but no, he dies. No Rampage for Sammy boy. But Wildcard, they'll find something better, John. They'll get a 2-1.